my camera at that time was a Contax. I had one of these self-timers on it. The names here, does anyone want to hear the names? Yes! Okay, hold it. Sid Bennett is on the right. Gordon Bennett, my brother who's here, is in the bottom row next to him. Dot, Dave's mother, wife of Fred Bennett, the twin brother of my father, is right above my brother. Bess is next to Dot. Bess is the wife of Sid. I'm the one that has the glasses and the light colored coat on in the bottom row. Dave Bennett is next to me. And then my mother is in the back on the left, and Annie Mae is in the shadow of my head there.
Okay, thank you.
Dave is not here. Dave is the vice president of a company that makes hoods over stoves and that kind of thing, and he couldn't come. He had a business. Too bad. He lives out
Woodstock.
He lives out in Woodstock. They have a house in Florida, one in Woodstock and one in Lake Geneva, I think. We're trying to make up our mind on which house to keep, I guess.
Okay, who's this?
Illinois.
That's Leroy Gates. And
This is Leroy Gates and Alice Gates. Alice Gates was the daughter of Henry L., and she lived to be 98 or 99 years old. Maybe 100, I've forgotten which, but she was the oldest resident in Geneva when she passed away. And Myrtle took care of her, and I showed her before. But Aunt Alice, I've got to tell you a little bit about this. We used to ask about family history, and this is the person you ask. And her answer was, when you go back in the family history, you find things that you just don't want to know. And I said, well, what are they? Well, I'm not going to discuss it. And her daughter knew, and she wouldn't discuss it.
It's in the FBI file.
The only thing we ever got out of them was, if you, my mother said, well, Bennett is an English name, isn't it? She says, well, it could be English, but it could be Irish also. There you go. Now you know. So that was the thing that got me into genealogy. If somebody's going to tell me that you can't go back, I'm going to go back.
Okay, well, can I add something to that if you want to really know?
I
I'll
hired
tell
people there to do the research.
the big secret was about Alice's husband was the fact that he was an alcoholic.
I don't think the secret was, well, her husband, Charlie Gates, had a really big problem with demon rum.
Yeah.
And as a result of this, they got very much on the outs of the family, because the rest of the family was very religious, and they're Christian Scientists, and I guess they don't believe in drinking any seriously.
No drinking at all.
This is a picture taken at one of our Christmas dinners or Thanksgiving dinners.
Kathy!
The
Hello!
baby Kathy is there.
Yeah, boy, what manners.
Same nose.
And that's
I didn't want to eat those peas, did you?
Gordon.
Still don't want to.
Finish that plate, Kathy.
Right.
Here's Rick.
Hey! You know, and they had the same Christmas tree.
Kathy and Rick and Diane and Steve.
Yeah, we didn't bargain on this. I think we'll stop right here.
Yeah.
Yes. Lori. Diane.
Yeah, and Lori.
Mom.
Lori's saying to Diane,
Kathy.
That's right.
Diane, you're going to eat this?
Yes, she
If it's
is.
the last thing I
Mom and Dad, and you can see the room had fireplaces, the house had fireplaces everywhere, and of course those over the years had to be closed up.
That was Rufus?
That was Rufus. Yeah.
Who's what? He's kidding.
This is one of the, now across the street, the big white house across the street is where Charlie Gates had lived. And this is Myrtle and her husband ultimately lived there. And during the summer and 4th of July, we always used to get together and have a picnic. And this is one of those picnics. My father's at the end of the table. Sid is in the foreground on the right. Dave is on the left in the foreground. Leroy Gates from across the street is there.
And Rowena has the hat on.
And Rowena is in back with a big hat.
And I'm right there in front of him. How are you, Mom? I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's DJ.
You are? Where's Kathy?
This was just a beautiful place to have a
On the
picnic.
far left.
Huge yard.
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Lori's blower.
Here's another one of those inside views. And Mommy.
We go through the names again.
Yeah, I'll go over the names.
There was Sid.
Sid you could always pick out.
Sid you can pick out. Ken is next to him. Hod is in the center there, right by the window with a tie that's
Oh, that's hot.
Dave is next to him. My father's in front of the picture.
Hey, don't laugh. Those ties are coming back.
And then Ken is on the extreme left.
Yeah. I just want to get up and have a good
That is in front of him. And who's the man between?
Donnie, your nephew's coming to look at you.
Where is Bonnie?
Bonnie is right in front with the pigtail. She's my
Oh.
Yay. That's a great one.
I don't know where Ken was when he was.
Nice mouth, Bon.
That's so
That dress looks very familiar.
I got that dress.
Hey Bonnie, how do you feel about all this?
I was the only cute ever, you know.
That's the picture on the right that you see, that circular picture is Stephen Bennett.
You have that one on the right, don't you?
Yeah.
No, my dad has it. I have Henry Allen.
This is another part of the. This is Carol. This is the on the right is Bennett Brown. He's the son of Isabel Brown. They didn't have any children, and that branch died out.
Who's the guy from Muscle Beach? Where'd you pick him up?
Yeah, and
It's like Elvis.
my father. The spots on that picture are bald in the film.
I hope so.
This is Oscar Nelson.
Go through the
Oh yeah, Myrtle.
go down the line.
Which one?
Right here, Bennett.
This is Bennett Brown.
Yeah.
He's the son of Isabel Bennett
Cody.
And who's next
and
to it?
Henry Brown, his wife, Neva.
Okay.
And then my mother,
Sorry.
that was Ruth. That's Ruth. And then Rufus. And then my brother Gordon.
Okay. Thank you.
This is Oscar Nelson. Oscar Nelson was Myrtle Nelson's husband, Myrtle Gates' husband. He was a Swedish boy who made good. He was mayor of Geneva. He was president of the state bank. He ultimately was elected as treasurer of the state of Illinois. And they had no children, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
This is Bruce's father and mother. Bruce Bennett, senior. Bruce Bennett, #1. Larry, this is Larry, who is the second oldest of Jordan.
He's the third oldest.
I'm third.
He's the third.
Yeah.
Larry.
Well, actually, he's the fifth oldest because she had 2 children that
Yeah,
died
but
at
we
different
don't.
periods.
We don't count those.
They died in infancy.
No, not in infancy. They're about 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't even look like it. Yeah.
You'd have 5 children.
Yeah.
You don't have a chance on recognizing who this is. This is my stockbroker. Who's that? Bruce Bennett, right here.
What a great
Right
picture.
here.
Here's a guy.
Right here.
Right there.
You know, I thought it was James Dean.
You look like you should have gone to California.
This was their house in California in 1955.
Oh, yeah, is that where you are?